This is Matthew Merton with another Heart's Work. This is called Unmasking Toxicity, 11 attitudes that people will use when they're trying to use you for their own gains. If you found yourself in a relationship where shit's happening that's just concerning, it's a concerning sensation of, well, am I being used? Or am I being valued in the relationship to my fullest potential? As if you're merely just a stepping stone to someone and someone else's goals. And that's how it feels. It's a situation where you feel treated like a means to an end, and the goodness of others you want to believe in, so it's hard to figure out the facade and figure it all out. This video delves into the depths of toxic traits, exposing 7 critical attitudes that scream a person is not only genuinely concerned about you, but is only using you. It's time to unveil the truth behind these deceptive relationships and identify those fake friends in your life. Join me on this hard work to discover how to protect your energy from these toxic vampires. In order to cultivate a healthy environment, it's crucial to recognize and eliminate relationships that distract you and cause you more pain than they can alleviate. You deserve connections free from unjust backbiting, all the lies or constant lies and manipulative behaviors that can be both alarming and so very hurtful. So in this, let's explore these toxic traits and to distance ourselves from the environments that hinder our well-being. Navigating the complexities of human nature requires discernment and using intuition. In our lives, we encounter various personalities, some in which will enrich our lives while others may only use what they have in their arsenals to cause for more harm and betrayal. Identifying someone who is merely using us is a painful experience, and uncovering the truth isn't always as straightforward as we'd like. This message is for those who wish to be guarding in their hearts and guarding their hearts against the unexpected pain and deception that is caused by people that treat you this way. Establishing healthy boundaries is crucial to avoid heartache in relationships where signs of exploitation are present. Recognizing these signs is paramount in deciphering what is true and what isn't. It's a message for those who want to protect their hearts from devastating consequences of trusting people who say they are and who pretend to be someone that they are not, only to, in the end, show you who they actually are when things get rough. A relationship's landscape can be rough, and continuing to love someone when it's time to retreat can lead into worse places. It's essential to discern the true nature of people, as appearances can be so deceiving. Healthy boundaries ensure that you don't experience the kind of heartache that comes with entertaining relationships with those who only seek to use you. No matter how advanced a person's status becomes, mistreating others for personal gain reveals a lack of genuine character on their part. It's crucial to uncover the truth behind such individuals and share your stories, even if they are painful ones. The question arises, are these individuals in my life truly worth my efforts? And you have to answer this for yourselves. Is it worth your efforts for what these people are willing to treat you like? It's vital to discern if a relationship fosters growth or causes harm. In relationships, integral parts of the relationship need to align, and a resounding truth emerges when your integral parts are made whole for another while others are not. They're backbiting and treating you with manipulative strategies and tactics. It's hard to deal with. You deserve reciprocal and respectful relationships that encourage growth and withstand the challenges that may arise. Surround yourself with people who stand with you in your journey and contribute to your overall well-being. If you resonate with the content shared here this far, I invite you to subscribe, ensuring you don't miss out on any future heart-centered discussions and heartworks that I create. Together, we're building and fostering a community of individuals dedicated to creating positive change in their lives and the lives around us. For the matters of the heart, you are not invaluable. You are deserving of relationships that thrive in sincerity, free from shadows of betrayal or any shadows at all. Let's work tirelessly to strengthen our connection and avoid the old hardened paths of deception. As we navigate the landscapes of malevolent behaviors, unraveling these patterns will provide clarity for your journey ahead. Understanding these behaviors empowers you to move forward intentionally, seeking a more fulfilling and satisfying life ahead. Though you might be going through a hard time right now, you're not destined for this hard time, and don't let this hard time define who you are. Only let you define who you are and your passions and especially seeking passions that come from the Lord. Your support here is vital in spreading this message to those who need it the most. If you know someone grappling with the complexities of true friendships, true relationships, and just trying to figure out what's true in their life, share this important message with them. You never know how it might help them. Remember, unlocking healthier relationship lies in acting, recognizing, and holding the respect you deserve for yourself as you would for another. Now let's explore the second trait a person may carry: selective availability exploited. In the intricate dance of relationships, it becomes challenging when you care deeply for someone that only surfaces when they need something from you, or when they desire to portray themselves as the kind-hearted person that you first fell in love with, or the first person that you cared for. Yet, when the roles are in reverse, they conveniently go missing or become unavailable. When you seek their support, they're not there. When you need them to be there the most, they're nowhere to be found. They'll shut off, shut out, and shut you out in the worst ways imaginable. And especially, that's gone everywhere on the upside down. Something needs to be discussed that isn't. Furthermore, imagining being a perpetual benefactor, always there, and lending a listening ear, offering emotional support, dedicating all your time and energy and even affection within the committed relationship. However, when you find yourself in need, seeking their affection, support, or assistance, you're met with a resounding silence. Messages go unanswered, calls get ignored, and suddenly they become unavailable precisely when you need them the most. Bringing up your concerns yields a subtle change of the subject, deflecting the focus from their actions and their behaviors, and instead of addressing their actions and behaviors, they're outwardly focused all of a sudden on you. Instead of addressing the issue at hand, they contort the conversation to benefit themselves, leaving you with hollow responses. It's a pattern of behavior where they exploit your availability while conveniently withholding theirs when you need reciprocation. Recognizing that this trait is a pivotal point in safeguarding your emotional well-being and maintaining healthy relationships. So in this next section, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper into these traits and how people are living on the upside down when it comes to their relationships and their relationships with the Lord. So this is a continuation from part 1. So this is part 2. These patterns of behavior, you create a scenario where the balance of giving and receiving becomes completely askew. You find yourself in a one-way street within a relationship where your efforts flow in one direction without any reciprocal efforts being made on their part. This dynamic reveals a complete lack of consistency and consideration for your emotional well-being and state of mind. Selective availability mirrors an uncomfortable reality that the person is available to you only when it suits them, or only when they need you for something. Abiding by your boundaries only when there is something to gain. This one-sided dynamic breeds disappointment and resentment all across the board, potentially leading to the end of a relationship. The third toxic trait that can carry into the relationship is the lack of detailed personal investments or personal interest. In the fabric of interpersonal relationship, a lack of personal investments into the relationship or taking personal interest into the relationship is a prominent warning sign. The red flag's been thrown up. True friends and genuine heart companions take a sincere interest in each other's lives. They revel in each other's successes, enhance each other's abilities, and provide support in challenging times. In individuals who show an authentic interest will show emotions, experiences, sharing your aspirations, ensuring that there is no lurking ill intention or shadowy figures going on in the cruel facade behind what they're showing you. Contrastingly, however, dealing with a person whose interests are merely functional or opportunistic reveals a disturbing relationship. Conversations lack the depth that you would otherwise take them to, revolving around superficial topics and devoid of any personal real connection. This person rarely asks about your day or your emotions, engaging with you in a way that you would engage with them, only engaging in conversation with a singular objective in mind, to fulfill their own agendas, needs, or to hide from a potential exposure. The lack of curiosity and empathy indicates that your value to this person means nothing beyond their own convenience. This trait can derail you of your self-interests, and sabotage your well-being in more ways than you can imagine. Your role becomes that of an audience to their narrative, with no accountability for their actions whatsoever. You are left feeling diminished, shattered, and reduced to a source for their own convenience. Recognizing this absence of genuine interest is a crucial step for self-discovery, self-growth, and preserving yourself for your own self-dignity. If you've made it this far, you're likely seeking self-growth, and I encourage you to continue on this heart work. Your hearts were not made to endure such hardened abuses by any partner. It might be time to move on, or it might be time to reevaluate, but it's definitely time to reassess the situation with or without your partner. Whether or not they're going to be moving with you with the same interest and intent as you, or move into it with you as the energy was from the beginning, that's up to them. Those seeking growth, I think, are few, and I encourage those of you who do want to grow to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Together we can foster a community willing to do the hard work for their partners, their friends, their families, and for the communities that grow up around us. Remember, you deserve relationships that honor and respect the entirety of who you are, not halfly who you are, not a quarter of you who you are, not even 9/10 of you who you are. 100% of who you are has to hold the honor and respect that you deserve. The design of Heartworks here is to create a space where you commit to continuing the heart work even during challenging times. As we delve into the next toxic traits, I encourage you to focus on your own heart's value, your emotions, and what truly matters to you in life. I want you to take and focus on your heart's value and the matters of your heart, and put those things into the forefront of your mind as we move forward. The fourth signal here we're going to talk about is guilt and manipulation. In the intricate tapestry of human interaction, a dark and sinister warning emerges: the use of guilt as a tool for manipulation. This manipulation can manifest in various ways, all with the core aim of coercing someone to act in accordance with the manipulator's wishes. Subtle pressures, insinuations, and emotional play are tactics employed to make sure that they get their desires fulfilled. Picture yourself facing intense pressure to say yes to the things that you'd normally say no to. Say crafty language and emotional manipulation at play with your feelings. Leading straight into your gut, they try and play you like a puppet to achieve their own objectives. Phrases like, "If you were really my friend, you would do this," or "I would do the same for you if I was in your position." These kinds of things are just thrown into the mix, triggering emotions to manipulate your actions. The emotional battlefield becomes a place where sharp weapons exploit your kindness and your empathy, making you doubt your own reality and eroding your self-esteem completely at times. Recognizing these manipulative tactics is crucial. Healthy relationships flourish in the grounds of trust, mutual respect, and the freedom to express oneself without fear of retaliation or fear of being constantly having to deal with manipulation tactics, gaslighting, or guilt tripping. Reassessing the relationship is essential to help to establishing healthier boundaries, and confronting and acknowledging these toxic behaviors is a crucial step forward, preserving your emotional well-being and asserting your right not to be manipulated. The fifth signal is the constant lack of respect in detail. In the realm of interpersonal relationships, a persistent lack of respect emerges as a fifth dysfunction. Respect, a two-way street, must remain constant for any meaningful relationship. A true heart's connection honors this principle every step of its way, showing mutual consideration and esteem for your partner. However, when respect and consistently lacking consideration for your partner becomes exploitative, imagine plans being canceled, constant lateness or no-shows, all while expecting you to mold yourself to their whims. You're constantly showing up for them, while they're not showing up for you at all. They're making it seem to other people that they're showing up for you where you're not, where supposedly you're not, but it's all in reverse. So you see how this works. It's a complete lack of respect. It's important to acknowledge imperfections that humans have, but a continuous lack of respect and a continuous lack of these imperfections, and it just completely exploits your goodness and undermines your efforts that you've put forth into your relationship. While no one is perfect, sure, patterns of neglecting your needs in a time where their convenience indicates selfishness and a lack of consideration for you at all, it's time to reassess with or without your partner. Salvaging the relationship is possible only if both parties are committed to doing the hard work and making those positive changes. However, if these patterns persist, prioritizing self-protection becomes crucial. Walking away is a valid choice. Allowing yourself to focus on your own personal growth and hard work is a valid choice. What isn't a valid choice is running off and going and being with somebody else before letting your partner know that you have established feelings for somebody else. What isn't valid is going behind your partner's back and talking to a friend of theirs in a way that's to insinuate a sexual intercourse with them. These things are not allowed in heartworks and within your relationships that involve heartworks. Awareness of these toxic traits is essential for responding with integrity, recognizing harmful relationships and taking steps to safeguard your emotional and well-being, both mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. All of the above is a crucial step. You don't have to put up with that darkness. You have the right to part ways and embrace your own light. Love yourselves as you were meant to be loved from the beginning, and fight for what you deserve in the life that you're going after. In pursuit of your dreams, you pursue them with every intention of making them a reality, and cherish those who do the hard work around you, aligning yourself with the true friends, the true people, and the true camaraderie that can be shared with the world around you, and with the loved ones that you have in your life. Right now, the world needs your light more than ever. It needs your light undimmed and shining brightly. So for anyone that dimmed those lights does not deserve a place in your life. Fight hard for your best life and don't settle for anything less. Cherish those who uplift you and discard those who seek to degrade you. Your light is needed in this world, so go forward with every intention on shining your brightest. The eighth signal of toxic traits: invasion of personal boundaries. In any healthy relationship, the establishment and maintenance of personal boundaries is crucial. They can always be stepped up. You can always take your boundaries and level them up. It's an unspoken agreement that each person's autonomy, individuality, and personal space will be respected. However, in toxic relationships, a clear signal of dysfunction arises when the invasion of personal boundaries occur. Imagine finding yourself constantly on the defensive, having to always justify your actions or decisions you made, or even through your own thoughts with your partner. Sharing your own thoughts with your partner, you shouldn't have to become defensive about. You should be able to share them clearly without invasive behaviors that often manifest as a warranted scrutiny of some kind and just unjustified need for control in a given moment's notice. Your partner may demand access to your personal devices, social media accounts, or private spaces, leaving you with a constant feeling of being under surveillance. In certain circumstances, however, such as when faced with an unresolved concern or a breach of your trust, it might be acceptable to ask for permission to access your partner's phone as a means of addressing the issues at hand affecting the relationship and seeking clarity to rebuild that trust and emotional well-being. When confronted with persistent concerns, however, and a sense of priority and balance in your relationship, it becomes justifiable to inquire about accessing your partner's phone as a means of unraveling the truth behind their actions, especially when it involves external influence and potential breaches of trust with others that they deemed closer to themselves as they otherwise would be. This question arises as a way to understand the depth of the connection and the loyalty within your relationships, and it must be addressed. I've had my accounts hacked, I've had my account taken control of, I've had keys stolen, I mean, you name it. I've had things happen to me that just go beyond my personal boundaries of what is invading my space and what is invading me as a person as a whole. But this invasion goes well beyond that with me. The invasion of personal boundaries goes way beyond more curiosity or concern for each other's well-being whatsoever. It's an attempt to exert dominance and control, creating an environment where you feel stripped away of all of your agency and all of your individuality. This behavior can lead to a pervasive sense of anxiety and a loss of self-trust As you navigate the relationship constantly monitored and judged, you lose your own self-trust. Recognizing this toxic trait is a pivotal moment for your emotional well-being. Establishing and reinforcing your personal boundaries is a fundamental act of self-preservation. You have the right to your own space, thoughts, and choices without undue interference. If your partner consistently undermines these boundaries, it's time to evaluate the health of that relationship and take steps to protect your autonomy. It sucks and it hurts. I get it. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do and realize that he or she is not worth that. She or he is not worth all of that pain. She or he isn't worth it because of what they did to you. So here's the third part carrying on, and it's the last part of this heart works. I wanted to signify that just because of what it has to deal with. So in the ninth signal that can prove a toxic trait is just simply lack of emotional support. One of the cornerstones of a healthy relationship is emotional support. In times of joy, sorrow, success, or failure, having a partner who provokes you or who provides an understanding is two separate things. Empathy and encouragement is essential. However, in a toxic relationship, consistent lack of emotional support is a glaring signal of dysfunction. Picture a scenario where you share all of your vulnerabilities, basically expressing your fears, your concerns, celebrating your achievements, meeting up in different places with different indifferences, being criticized or dismissed altogether within your emotional state. In a toxic relationship, your emotional needs are often ignored, downplayed, or creating just a complete emotional vacuum where you are left feeling isolated and completely unimportant. This lack of emotional support can extend to more critical moments, such as dealing with grief, stress, or personal challenges in your health or otherwise, where you would otherwise need a person to be there. She no longer or he no longer wants to be there for you. I'm sorry, but screw them. Instead of finding solace and encouragement from your partner, you may encounter apathy, or worse, blame. This emotional neglect erodes the foundation of a relationship and can lead to feelings of loneliness and despair. It's crucial to recognize the absence of emotional support as a serious red flag in your relationship. Every healthy relationship requires mutual connections that you two share together and create together, mutual emotional investments, and a commitment to being there for each other no matter what. When you take it upon yourself to say that you won't go and do certain things without first coming to your partner and talking to them first, or trying to actually have a decent conversation about whether or not you should move forward in your relationship or not, or whether or not you're trying to move forward in another relationship or not. These things are crucial to talk about, because regardless what you do, if the other person isn't doing what you think they are and you are, you put that person into a very hurtful place. If your partner consistently fails to provide the emotional support that you need, it's imperative to reassess the relationship and consider whether or not it aligns with your emotional well-being and growth. The 10th signal, unwillingness to address issues. Effective communication is the backbone of any thriving relationship. In toxic dynamics, a clear signal of dysfunction arises when one or both partners exhibit an unwillingness to address or resolve issues that are right in front of them. Imagine finding yourself trapped in a cycle of recurring conflicts or persistent problems that are systematically ignored or dismissed. Every time you bring up her or him breaking a boundary, it leads to a blowout, and for reasons of I don't know, but you kind of figure what they are. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, in healthy relationships, however, both partners actively engage in open and honest communication to identify, discuss, and resolve those issues. However, in toxic relationship, conflicts can be swept under the rug, completely ignored, or met with defensiveness and complete avoidance. This unwillingness to address issues allows problems to not only fester, but to continue and to grow, not facing them head on. It creates an unhealthy environment of unresolved tension and stress. Recognizing this toxic trait as a pivotal moment for breaking the cycle of dysfunction in your life. A relationship that avoids addressing these issues is like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode with with an unexpressed grievance or many grievances of unresolved conflicts. If your partner consistently evades meaningful discussions or fails to work together towards solutions, it's crucial to confront this issue head on and evaluate the long-term viability of the relationship altogether. As you navigate the complexities of relationships, staying attuned to these toxic traits empowers you to make informed decisions about your emotional well-being. Each signal serves as a guidepost, urging you to prioritize your own mental health and seek relationships that are built on only mutual respect, understanding, and forming that genuine connection. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and doing the hard work with me. And remember that you deserve relationships that elevate you, nurture you, and honor you to the essence of who you actually are. So lastly, I just want to say in this last part, empowering heart work, confronting the trials and building lasting connections, because that is where we are trying to go with Heartworks. Confronting the challenges in our relationships is essential for building emotional resilience and well-being. Sometimes the wounds caused by infidelity run so deep and linger on for so long, affecting us long after the pain surfaces. With Heartwork, we learn to face these trials head on with a heart that's genuine and true, seeking meaningful connections with those who will only reciprocate that honesty and equity that you're trying to bring into your relationship. Heartwork empowers us to navigate the more complexities of relationships, ensuring that our actions are aligning with our own word. Mere declarations of love are not enough for love itself. True connections are forged through consistency and alignment of those words with actions within the solid foundation of mutual respect, empathy, and a connection that's both mental, emotional, physical, and on intellectual levels. Recognizing these signs of unbalanced and abrasive relationships is taking proactive steps in recovery. It's a crucial aspect of protecting ourselves and cultivating fulfilling interactions instead. It's a reminder that our value is not determined by how others treat us, rather it is crafted and reaffirmed by our commitment to standing up and fighting for our own well-being. Make it mean something. In the face of all of the disrespect or lack of consideration for our boundaries, we have to stand up and fight for what's right. We have to stand convicted, and that's what we do with Heartwork. We stand in our convictions in the realm of Heartwork, where the understanding that stands out is that we deserve relationships that are reciprocal and respectful. No one should settle for anything less than that. If you resonate with the Heartwork shared here, consider subscribing for further content. My goal is to bring relevant and up-to-date information that empowers us and people who have matters of the hearts of their own to rise above the challenges that they're faced with, find the truth that they're seeking, and create compassionate lives from what's been faced to them. I realize it's not always easy, but doing the heart work guards yourself a space, peace of mind, and just knowing that you're a good person even though some other people might not be. Heartworks is a space for everyone, those who are hurting, those who are unique, those who are callous or deceptive as well. Heartworks is a space for everyone to share the matters of their heart, regardless of their circumstances. Heartwork is designed to encompass the value of our hearts in whole. Your participation here is encouraged, and leaving a comment below about the matters of the heart that you have on your mind can open a dialogue to address and support one another in just challenging times that you could be going through. Remember, you are not worthless. You are not useless. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve reciprocity in your love life to feel honored and respected 100% of the time. Real, true, honest, and compassionate love is within reach. The journey of Heartwork is about discovering the reasons to stay attuned to what truly matters and materializing the things that matter to your heart into your actual life. So thank you for being here. Lighting up this space really means a lot to me. So contributing any kind of heartfelt way to a community where healing and growth can flourish, it means a whole lot to me. So thank you all for being here, and I hope that you all continue to do heart work within your relationships. In acknowledging the profound impact of your commitment to God-fearing, virtuous living and doing the heart work here, and the conscientious efforts that you've invested into nurturing a relationship built on genuine accountability, it becomes imperative to express heartfelt gratitude. The sanctity of true closure, illuminated by the revelation of deceptive behaviors, callous actions, and betrayal within the sacred spaces of your heart's work within the relationship, underscores the gravity of such moments. When the connection spans 2 years, 2 decades, or longer, discovering the breach of trust within the confines of a partnership is a jarring revelation. Yet, the pursuit of authentic closure is an inherent right, a pivotal step towards reclaiming agency over one's own life. The disclosure, however painful, is a crucial conduit to understanding the depths of betrayal and the subsequent impact on the meticulously constructed fortress of shared values and aspirations. To harbor deception within the hallowed ground of a relationship is to diminish the significance of the bonds forged over time. The discovery, through excruciating pain, is a call to self-exert yourself, to summon the strength to confront and process the heart-wrenching truths. In doing so, we confront the stark reality that the values once cherished were not reciprocated, and the foundation upon which we built our dreams has been callously eroded. The aftermath of such revelations may leave us disoriented, robbed of the essence that defined us, and robbed us of our own realities and of our own minds. Yet the power to reclaim our narrative lies in the acknowledgement of our intrinsic worth. In severing ties with those who subscribe to deceit and duplicity, we regain control over our own destiny. The pain endured serves as a testament to the strength within, a resilience that transcends the scars inflicted by the betrayal. So reclaim your agency, for you are a force to be reckoned with. You are deserving of a love that is foundational, sacrificial, and steadfast in their heart works. A love that stands unwavering in the face of adversity. In the pursuit of such authenticity, let go of those who choose the shadows over the light, for your heart deserves a sanctuary built on truth, transparency, and an unwavering commitment to those shared values. Embrace the profound power that's within you, and rise up from the ashes of deception to forge a future illuminated by the brilliance of your own resilience, and in doing your own heart works. Thanks for being here, and thanks for doing heart work. In the sacred spaces of heart work, shadows find no refuge here. Honor, love, and loyalty intricately weave a tapestry of resilience and authenticity. This sanctuary leaves zero tolerance for any kind of betrayal that may shatter our trust, with pillars of transparency and divine connection standing strong. It's sanctuary erected by our loving God, fostering a love that allows no room for inward suffering, ensuring the anthem of truth and love that will always prevail in your connection. In the realm of heartworks, we take up the steadfast staff of unwavering values, forged by the intent and commitment we first embraced with our loving God before we decided to ever embrace one another within heartworks.
You have no blessings, babe. With you and anybody, with you and Andy, with just you, babe. You f***ed my heart up. And you want to act like you want to be emotionally just vacant. Here and there, whatever, babe. You want to be done? I know what the fuck has been going on. And I think you know you fucked up really fucking bad. And I think you're a fucking piece of shit. That's what I fucking think. Because you can't be just emotionally vacant in times like this. And if you are, that tells me what priorities you have in this relationship and where your standards are in a relationship in general. Maybe I know who you are, and I think you deserve bad shit, dude. Absolutely no consideration. You are the fucking worst freaking person a person could ever fucking run into. My circumstances, yeah, everything I've talked to you about. I don't know how she could even do it. Straight faced lying to me that way. It's just unconscionable what she's doing to me.
Fuck you, infidelity. I type while my chest is in my throat. My chest is a mess, my head's a mess, my heart's a mess. Grappling with the aftermath of your persistence in my life. With the heart work I lead, or those intertwined with the intricate tapestry of relationships. This letter is not a condemnation of your deceit, but an earnest plea for reflection and accountability. For fuck's sake, a conduit of emotionally challenging things, charging you, just leaving you people without a single thread left of their existence that they can left to grasp onto. Yeah, their heads. So yeah, fuck you, infidelity. You're not merely just a transgressor of emotions here. You provoke all of the other 7 of the deadliest sins right into the picture right along with you. You delve into the very core of morality and respect that you have for others, leaving in your wake a trail of shattered trust, strung out lies and profound betrayals and breaches of friendship and trust. But who the fuck cares? No, infidelity. You don't get to shut off the switch and go to your newfound embraces while grappling with the existence of bonds, broken and messed up to their very core. You rocked them, infidelity. You played that show real well. You really got the crowd functioning merely opportunistically. The consequences of your actions are far-reaching, though, embracing a breach of reaching into the lives of unsuspecting souls, not only of your own partners' headspace, your own friends' minds. That's now losing game to finding clarity into their own existence, but rather their connections that they have to you, and for you and yours, and for them and their children, and all of their potential lost and shattered messes. What leaves me the shattered the very most, though, is how seemingly nonchalant without enduring connections are simply just discarded or jeopardized. Yeah. Oh, and then, hey look, jealousy. She looks so pretty, right? Relationships don't act like that. They're founded, if relationships are truly grounded on the heart's work, understand that the souls and rations of aspirations that are invited into a relationship are not expendable ones. The profound love and commitment that once flourished, it should be a profound of existence and a steadfast beacon resistant to the capricious whims of an emotionless light switch that you can turn on and turn off whenever it's an inconvenience to you with your newfound flattering plans. The actions taken, and perhaps more poignantly, the actions neglected, have left wounds so deep that the implications alone are enough to ensnare anybody, mess them up completely. So yeah, thanks, infidelity. I implore you to reflect on the gravity of your influence, not just for your own sake, but for the well-being of everyone ensnared in your grasp within this. Relationships are a delicate thing, and trust is a sacred thing. Once that heart works has been abandoned and left unbridledly broken, it demands sincere efforts and for it to be reconstructed, if there is any reconstruction that is at all. The ramifications of your actions aren't simplistic ones, rather they are finite and influenced. In all of the sewers of all of the sewers, I mean of the whole galaxies and implications of everything that aspired to be anything more, well, rather destroyed. At levels, it's F your complacency, F your value, F everything that you are, and F everything that you could have done. Because the very things that you brought into the daily activities are so messed up that I couldn't even see it. Who could? Who would want to? Literally deserving of the kind of love that holds you down. 7 angels appear, holding me down. May you find the strength within yourselves to confront the reality that wreaks havoc on your lives, not only for your own redemption's sake, but for the salvation of those who once held an unwavering faith in the integrity of their connections that they had within their heart's work, for and with you. So I say this with a heavy heart. This is Matthew Murden with my heart's work.